Hello and welcome. So, I am going to teach you all about cocktails today by making 3 cocktails. And you'd think they're all different, but no, two of them have tequila and the other one has Grand Marignac, which is how you pronounce it if you're not French. Right, so the first one's Azalea Margarita. Right, so we got tequila. 45 mils, so this is something you'll definitely need. This is and basically the top is 30 mils and the bottom is double. So it's a single shot, double shot. Says 45 mils, which isn't very helpful. So basically we'll just do a shot and then a little splash in afterwards. And then, it's probably 45. This is the good thing about cocktails. You don't need to be that specific. It's all about how you want to drink it. And I like it strong, so should have put more in. Anyway, okay, triple sec. Okay, this says 15 mils, so I'll just try and do half of this. That's about half, probably, roughly. Pineapple juice, so only 30 mils of pineapple juice. Usually there's a lot more juice in it. Usually it'll say top with juice. But these are fancy cocktails. So an easy way of doing it is going on to diffordsguide.com. That's the way I do it. Just as a side note, I would recommend just buying, if you don't want to be squeezing real lime and lemons, just buy the lime juice or lemon juice. Another 15 mils. Sploosh. This is what's going to give us the colour. Some grenadine. This is very cheap grenadine. Oh, it smells alright. I mean, it's just pomegranate juice and sugar, really. I don't know, I didn't check there's probably some weird stuff in here because it was like £2.50. But, we're going on the cheap today. I didn't want to spend a fortune. So this is 10 mils, so, I don't know, just under half, I'd say. And throw that in. It's interesting because some drinks will tell you to put the grenadine in afterwards, but not this one. This just says shake all of them with ice. So it's a nice easy one. So really, if you're going to make cocktails, you're going to want a shaker, okay? You could just pour it in between 2 glasses, but this is just far easier. So throw in some ice. I don't know if they ever actually say how much ice to put in. Really, you'd want bigger cubes of ice, but this is just the ice that we can make at home. So there you go. Put in like 5 cubes, because it doesn't need to be crazy. You probably could do with less than that, really, if you want to save your ice. Let's give it a little tap down so it doesn't come out. There we go. You don't want to shake it for too long because it'll start watering down. And then it's usually they say strain with ice because we want to strain the ice out of there and then use fresh ice for the glass. That's a pro move though, so don't worry if you don't want to do that. At least you're going to have depends how quickly you're going to drink it. And then just strain. Looks a lot more red than the picture, but it is what it is. I think this is a double old-fashioned glass as well, so keep that in mind. Oh yeah. And what can I say? That's good. You can taste the tequila, but it's not strong. And it's got plenty of sugar in there and a bit of pineapple juice to really give you a bit of pineapple. As you can see, I'm as eloquent as ever. One thing I do forget is to have somewhere to put it all. There we go. And if you're making drinks for other people, you do tend to want to rinse out at least between making drinks, but it's only me today, so I don't care. Right, on to the next one. It's called the Chimeo. I think that's how you pronounce it. Chai mayo? That can't be right. So, more tequila. Oh yeah. So with tequila, of course, you want to get 100% blue agave. That's what it says on here. If it just says made with blue agave, you don't want that. 50 mils, so that's basically 60, so we'll do a double. Just do a tiny bit less than a double, really. This one's probably going to be tinted. Whoop. Try not to do that. Ooh. So I'm excited to try this again because it's been so long since I've used it. That's why I'm doing 2 tequila drinks, because I just never use the tequila. I've had it for ages. Creme de cassis, which for the cool guy is just black currants. So if you're American, you don't know what those are, but in everywhere else, it's Ribena basically. So 15 mils, so half a shot of that. Really, cocktails are you just got to make it, see if you like it, and then see how you can improve it to your own taste, really. Apple juice, 22.5 mils. I mean, you know, the Difford's Guide gets a bit weird. I mean, sometimes they'll have stuff in drinks that you can't even get anymore. So you just kind of got to make what you can, you know? Apple juice in. And like with this, it says 7.5 mils. I mean, I'm not figuring that out, just a bit less than half. I'm gonna guess that much. Probably a bit about right. Little lemon hint in there. And that's all of it again. So let's throw some, normally you'd put it into the glass and then into here, but we're a bit unconventional here. What am I doing? Okay, so pretend I put it all in here and then, whoa, see? And you could just make it like this. Unless it's got egg whites in it. I wouldn't recommend doing that. I don't know if that works, but I wouldn't try it. I would just put it in the shaker. You don't want to slam down too hard either, because it ends up, yeah, going all weird, so. I wouldn't try throwing it all around the place for your first time, because that's just a recipe for disaster. Okay, fresh ice as always. Just makes for a much nicer drinking experience, you know, with the fresh ice. And strain. There you go. You know, making cocktails just does not need to be that difficult. And we got a little tiny drink for you. So, oh yeah, you can smell the tequila on that. Oh yeah, I remember drinking tequila, cheap tequila, before I tried the blue agave stuff, and yeah, night and day difference. I mean, you haven't even tried tequila if you haven't tried the blue, 100% blue agave stuff. The taste is that different. It's all right. Probably a bit heavy on the tequila. I probably put in a little bit too much. So for me, I would just, next time, put more creme de cassis in. Really give it more of a blackcurrant flavour, because, oh yeah, blackcurrant is nice. Right, and then we'll just finish a grand sidecar. This one's for all the super lazy people out there, or the people that can't get a lot of stuff together. I mean, I do get, you know, you don't want to spend the money on a bottle of triple sec if you're not going to use it a lot. And especially creme de cassis and liqueurs. I mean, if you want to get into making cocktails, then you kind of have to start getting stuff like that, especially with juices. But you know, it is what it is. Right, so let's start with 2 shots or 60 mils of the Grand Marnier. Oh yeah. I mean, that is so nice. It smells a lot like, well, like Christmas pudding, actually. I think they put something I think they put is it cognac or brandy or something? Yeah, they're probably quite similar. They put that on Christmas pudding and then set it on fire. Oh yeah. All right, 30 mils of lemon juice. This actually says omit chilled water if using wet ice, and the ice is pretty wet at this point. So throw a few cubes in. Okay, pour that in. There we are. Strain again, always strain, and then pop some ice in. Look at that, got the perfect amount of ice. Smells like oranges. Strain that lovely. Strong drink, but it's just, you know, orange lemon. I mean, that's all that's in there. But I like to prove that you don't need a lot to make a cocktail. Really, a cocktail is just mixed drinks. So we've mixed two things together, put some ice in, done. Especially if you don't like the ethanol taste. That's a big one for people. So use plenty of ice, make it really cold. And the colder it is, the less of a ethanol hit that you get on the alcohol. And if a cocktail recipe calls for something weird that you don't have or can't access, then just buy something similar to it. There must be something that you can get that's similar. So give it a Google and find out. It doesn't need to be precise. If they use the top shelf Japanese whiskey, just buy some cheap whiskey from the shop. It doesn't matter. Does not matter. This is far easier to drink than I expected. Boom, there you go. 3 drinks for you. And yeah, those were good. I like that. 3 different difficulties, I'd say. And you know, you need a lot more stuff for the first one, but yeah, recommend those.